Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for November 14th through the 20th, 2016. So let's just take a moment to really allow ourselves to get some perspective from our inner being, our source, and to really see our world through the eyes of love. And as you just connect in, allowing yourself to just breathe and allow this to be what they're showing me right now. They're showing me like a goal. They want this to be the goal of your week moving forward, to allow yourself to be connected with the alignment of love that flows through your inner being and flows from the source of all life. And so this week, they're giving me a strong indication of you planting some new roots, making new connections, maybe possibly starting up new, just give me a sense of you starting up something new. You're as you're searching for hope in your life and meaning in the world and things that are going on, that this is going to cause you to begin to plant some new roots, to make some new choices, some new decisions. And, you're going to realize it's going to be a learning process for you. And they're showing me that this learning process is kind of like going to school, because they wrote this word, but where you're going to be seeking out ways to rewrite the script. As they showed me an ink pen to paper, that you may start to put down some new ideas. They're writing the word fossil, so that some things that you've been in your life are going to seem like they're outdated, or interactions or acquaintances, and that you're going to be really sort of looking at your life and deciding how you're going to move forward, how you're going to write this script for yourself. You're going to be seeking now more than ever to try to help yourself. And it's going to be sort of a sobering feeling, where you're going to feel before you were feeling more dependent and helpless, and now it's just going to cause you to sober up and really see the big picture. And I'm hearing delays are over. So for some of you, where you've maybe been procrastinating or waiting for the right moment, that recent events are going to cause you to just, put those ideas, or put those feelings inside of you where you were just wanting to put things off, that you're going to stop putting things off, and you're just going to have this sense of delays are over. This is something that's going to come from within you, and you're going to really start taking more charge of your life. They're writing out the word offer. So they're saying that right now this is a great time for you to start offering whatever's in your heart, your talents, your gifts, to start making a path for yourself for those things. And they're saying, for some of you, they wrote half. So there's a sense that you're going to start to take some measures to meet this situation halfway, in order to get the ball rolling here, to get things started. So they wrote out the word high. So it's actually going to make you feel, you're going to feel this high in yourself, this high in your life, where you are just going to be motivated to do some things. Now I know that this week begins with this super full moon, and it's has been creating, and I've been seeing with people that it was drawing up a lot of intense emotions that was really causing people to react in all kinds of ways. It allowed people to feel very helpless, and they felt really off. They just didn't feel themselves. Intense moments of crying or just coming up for people. And they want you to have faith. They want you to know that this was a purging and that this purging is going to continue. They want you to understand that things are going to really come, the shadows are really going to intensely come to the lack. And part of that shadow is lack. This is something that we've been talking about this for a while now, but this is something that cannot remain in us, and it's holding us back from truly honoring our truth and shining as a bright light of hope in the world. And in that bright light of hope is where your purpose, your understanding of your purpose, and the clarity of the actions that you're being guided to take are given to you. And they wrote cachet. So there's a cachet of lack on your operating system right now. And this cachet of lack is coming up for you to look at it. And that the full moon, the super full moon, is giving you that opportunity. And they're writing that as you look at it, you're going to have, when you see it, it's going to motivate action for you. It's going to motivate action. So be very open to these impulses that you may start to get, this clarity. When all of this expansion opens for you, don't doubt it. Don't talk about it with other people who are not in that place of abundance where you are, and share it with them, and then have it become something that you just get talked out of. So don't share this with other people for them to share their opinion, which would create doubt and then throw you back into that cycle of lack. I get a feeling, and just hearing from them, that for this to happen means that it's going to be more intense the next time around. So they don't want to scare you with this, but they do want to make you aware so that you won't, feel like you've been abandoned here. But they really want you to know is that this is the time now, and don't overdo it. Just take small steps. Don't, some of you are very ambitious and you get a great idea, and enjoy the feeling, enjoy the sensation, enjoy the hope that you feel. That's really what they're trying to do, is bring hope to you. Bring hope. Hope brings that light into your soul. So they want you to take it easy and and do what you feel guided to do, no more, no less. Okay? And take it step by step, and just allow the process to unfold for you. Don't try to push, don't become impatient. Don't start thinking about, well, how am I going to get there? So if they show you something to begin, don't think about, how am I going to get there? See, as soon as you do that, you take yourself right out of the present moment, and you stop listening. It's almost like you get the initial soundbite of information coming to you from your guidance, and when you go, how am I going to get there? You turn that dial off, and you go into the future, panicking, trying to figure out, well, how can you do this? And no, but if I do this, then what about this that I have right now? Don't do that. Just stay with the soundbite that they're offering you, and take it step by step. Just have faith. They keep writing this. Have faith. Trust. Another word they're writing right now. Trust and have faith. Stay in the moment. Don't worry about how it's going to outcome. Do what you're guided to do. Only focus on what you can do right now. That's maybe a better way for you to stay simple, because the things that you're thinking about you can't do right now, or you wouldn't be worried about them. So another sign about dealing with things like this. So it boils down to, what can I do right now? And what you can do right now, you can't do more than that. The universe doesn't allow it. So stay there and then be satisfied with what you've been guided to do. And this will help you to really refine your manifestation process, is what they're showing me. And, as soon as you get into this place where you start thinking about how you're going to get there, or you start to feel frustrated, that means you're doing more than what is meant for you to do right now. When you become worried or fearful, that means you're doing more. That means either thinking or trying too hard. You're just doing more than what you're being asked to do right now. And really think about this, even in moments of crises, when all of a sudden something happens. Like the other day, I'll give you an example. I saw that my rent check hadn't been cashed, and the first instinct is to go into, what do I need to do, all these things. And then I realized the only thing I could do right in that moment was make a phone call. And even though they told me they couldn't find it, at first, in the initial phone call, I knew that I had the receipt at home, showing that I had sent it. And so I realized, okay, there's nothing more I can do until I get home. And I let it go, and by the end of the conversation, it was discovered. Just to give you an example of how sometimes we try to push the moment. We try to do more than we can right now. And when we do that, that means we're stepping out of the present awareness. Being focused in the present moment is like meditating, because that's what meditation is really trying to facilitate for you. To know to be aware of the full extent of your intuitive faculties, and being aware of wisdom, what can be done, what is the best choice in this moment, for this moment. You should never be seeking wisdom for actions into the future, because that's really stretching, and it's stretching your faith very thin. And that's where that doubt can sort of intertwine itself into the tapestry of the moment. And you don't want this to happen. And you are the one who has control over it, to be fully aware, always noticing. So notice, going back to this, you've heard me say this a lot, but it really helps to apply noticing more to your life, because then you can sort of observe yourself as you're doing, and catch those energy sort of signatures that are really disengaging rather than engaging your prosperity. Okay, so let's just take a look here and see if there are any other messages. But a lot is going to be revealed, is what they're saying right now in this week. So look. They really want you to look. They want you to have faith, and they want you to look. The world, as we said the week before, everything happens for a reason. And what I really believe is that some of the major events that have happened in this past week are allowing us, we can't heal, and it's interesting that it all came up with this super full moon, which is a powerful healing, the full moon. So we can't heal if shadows exist. And there are definitely shadows that exist that needed to come to the light, that we deny within ourselves personally and globally. And so that this is the consolation that I have received about it, that our intention from our highest order, from our source of well-being, is to live in the light, to live in the truth, to have no more shadows casting any in our lives. And so in order for us to have that the revelation of this age of peace, that all truth must be revealed. All shadows must come into the light so that they can be transmuted and exist any longer. Doesn't mean that we're never going to have contrast, because contrast, remember, is to help us to refine, and it helps us to evolve. We need the contrast. We need it to help us thrive. But what we don't want to do is live in shadows and have those shadows still exist and still have that survival mode continue. So there's just a different energy of how contrast can and will work for us. It will always be there. There will always be things, problems that will arise through, even in an age of peace. But it's just that we will have the full awareness of our light of truth to keep us in integrity, and to be aware of the integrity or the lack of it around us, and for then leaving us to make the choices for ourselves. This is not just about out there, but this starts within us. That's the greatest power. Nobody can really influence our own light unless we allow it. And so these moments also teach us that. All right, so let's take a look at the cards. And I just had a huge amount of sunlight come in when we were talking about the light, and now I'm casting shadows here. So I'm going to have to apologize because I really don't know how to control this. So let's just hope this works. So let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. And we have the Archangel Ariel. This is the theme for this week. And the card is prosperity. And again, I apologize for the shadows here. The card says, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So Archangel Ariel's message is, and so there's so much that what I'm getting is that there's so much information that is going to come through in this week that is just going to allow you to see new opportunities for yourself. It's going to, and also she's saying it's going to, the abundance is going to come through in this week is going to be more about shaping your beliefs. So again, a sense of you, I'm seeing like a sheet of healing lying underneath you, and it's sort of the path you're walking on. And I get a sense that this path of healing is going to just sort of something you're going to just be drawing from in this week. A lot of healing. And she wrote the word drafts. And so, as we were saying before, that you're going to be just have these ideas are going to be coming to you, drafts, new drafts. So they write in this word draft to let you know that this is something that's going to be refined. So don't feel as though you have to go out and just jump on this right away. It's sort of the energy is going to be drafting some or proposing some things to you in your beliefs system. And so it's not that you have to try to like figure out how to implement them right away, but you're going to be discovering, brainstorming ways to open yourself up and shift beliefs. Now, whether this is, at first, I do believe it's for you personally, but it may also be something that you may serve as a context for others. This abundance may just be beaming from you, and you may find that others are drawn towards you. They're showing me that your connection right now is quite slim, but the information that's above you coming from your higher self is so broad, and it's lighting up. It looks like a lamp. So my symbol I'm seeing is a tree, and the branches just sort of form into this huge lamp where like a lampshade, you see the light underneath. So what you really need to do is allow yourself to just receive all of this abundance of of love and guidance. Archangel Raphael is coming through as well, and he says to call upon him to help you to heal um, your perspective about anything that's any particular area in your life or something that is that concerns you, that you can call upon him to help you to find that position of love and to help you to as you are taking action to have the lessons that are meant for you to help you shift those beliefs for yourself. So I know that this seems a little like, wow, what beliefs do I need to work on here? And especially since most of you probably watching are very enlightened and um, you know, you do your work. Let's just put it that way. But we need to help. We need help in understanding. We need help in knowing how to be in this new era of our lives where there's a lot of conflict and there's a lot of contrasting opinions. And so there's going to be a lot of support and guidance that's going to be coming through that's going to help you to channel that healing that is so broad. So even though you may feel like you are disconnected and having trouble struggling with your own faith about things in your life, just know that you are not limited or have not been um, cut off from that profound love and the choices that it would guide you that are best for you and for everyone, the highest good for everyone around you. So just know that you can tap into that. So you want to increase your they want you to keep your thoughts positive, focus on abundance. Do things that like either meditating or creative, really dive into creative projects and the things that are meaningful to your heart. Like, you may feel guided to, you know, join a cause, or charity or to volunteer, just to have that, because it's good to have somewhere for that love, that profound love, for you to channel it into something. So don't let it just sit there on you. They're also saying to drink a lot of water as this healing process is going to be quite intense. Let me just see if I can do a little something about this shadow. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Sorry about that, but I redo these readings without editing them at all so that you're getting everything as it's coming through. So let's take a look at the card now for the beginning of the week. And we'll just put this card right up here and just take a look and see how the week starts off. Okay, so we have the Eight of Winter, which is the Eight of Swords. And so this card says, you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay, so this card is saying that, your thoughts, okay, this suit is all about thoughts. And winter here being the condition, the inclement conditions that our mind can get us into that really become impediments. And so that you're right now, there's something that you're going to. So, what I'm getting is that for the beginning of the week, because of the intensity of this, that starts off of healing, Archangel Raphael is coming through and speaking about that this intense healing is going to bring up a lot of things. A lot of things are going to come up, and it's just going to feel like a lot of things about lack. You're worried about the peace or the state of the world. You're worried about the finances. You're worried about so many different things that are going to be triggered And so what they want you to do is to not get yourself, because what this does is it sets a trap. You set a really sort of you set a how you want to say, harsh weather conditions in your mind. You don't want to have that. You want to focus on, find ways to feel safe. Okay, they wrote safer. So they want you to find ways to feel safe. Focus on things that will make you feel safer, that will help ease this resistance of beliefs, because that's what they are. They are a resistance of beliefs that comes up in your mind, and that just takes your attention away from noticing, you know, where you are right now. Now, if you look here, you know, yes, this is not ideal situation to be in, but from where she's standing, she's still safe, and she's on this water, this probably a little stream, and she will, or river, and she will probably very soon, if she just bides her time, she'll make it to some place where she can connect to land. So just, it's about, in the beginning of the week, they want you to just go with the flow. Don't try to push against the energy. Just wait things out. Let it flow until you reach a place where you're in a better position to handle and deal with things. And so really pray for, you know, clarity, and pray for courage, but for the universe to reveal to you what you should do next. All right, it's gonna come, but if you panic, you will just strap yourself in, and you won't be able to see anything your way out. All right, let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. So again, be patient. All right, and this is really perfect, because what this card is indicating is that you need to let go. Okay, so in this week, so that you want to be careful about, you know, overthinking, overanalyzing things, setting traps of beliefs. So don't exacerbate a problem or a fear that you have by reacting. Just pay attention and try to be encouraging, try to engage in things. Let go. As this card, the release card, which is traditionally the death card, says, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. So they don't want you to hang on and try to fight and fight against something, because when you resist something, you actually amplify it even further. So I know that there are things going on in our world right now that we don't like, but it's our attention to them. So this is what came to me last week, is that we're watching right now how powerful the laws of attraction really are. We've all worldwide been flooding our attention to a particular world event. And in doing so, we've been amplifying it, meaning making it larger, and also funneling all of the votes toward it energetically. So what we really need to do is we need to let it go and start focusing on the healing, how this is helping us to heal, how it's bringing those shadows into the light so that they can be dispersed and dealt with and confronted and embraced, so that they can move on. So in your own life, this is going to be true as well. So the things that are coming up for you, allow them to heal. Okay, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week. And wow, we really have some tough cards here, but this card says, walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you want isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. Okay, so we've really been getting a lot of the air suit cards and the daily card messages as well. And so this is really, we're learning now to to see things with more clarity and more truth. This is the challenge right now of being aware of what we're creating and how and through our associations, the things that we choose to focus on, what we're offering, they're writing out the word. They want you to pay attention now to your energy and where it's being directed, because wherever you direct your light, it creates. So you are a creator, and so you have to invest your light in the light, not the shadows, because every time you talk about the shadows, your light amplifies it. That's why the universe refers to truth as light, because it is an amplifier. So you don't want to amplify that which is not your truth. You want to amplify what is your truth. So be very clear. This week is about getting clear about your intentions and the effects of this. And this is the abundance that you're going to realize in this week, is how powerful you truly are. We've had Archangel Michael come up in the previous weeks reminding us of this in that his card from the archangels. And now we're getting this clear reminder now that now we can see who we really are. In this contrast of events that has occurred, which everybody finds so disagreeable, is showing us how powerful we are, and that we need to direct our light from here on out towards those things that we desire, not in resistance to, because you create what you resist. So what you resist persists, and what you focus upon increases. And this is the lesson that we need to now learn, not just for this, but for our own life and for all the dreams that we're working towards. And I've just pulled the card from the bottom of the deck, and it's the Ace of Spring. And so this card says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So this card is indicating that a powerful time of manifestation, a time for you to, that, like we said before, you're going to get this inspiration. This card represents that, and new action, but stay in the moment, okay? And don't move ahead of yourself. So that you don't become panicked and fearful. So although we have these intense cards on the surface, but this card from the bottom of the deck lets us know that this situation, that this week, this intense healing is going to create an equally intense opportunities. And those opportunities are first going to start within your heart, going to shift in how you feel, the hope, your faith. They're going to then inspire and motivate you to start to see yourself differently and to see your reality differently, to see prosperity that was always there and is there no matter what or who is in charge or doing things in your life. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings. And if you like to have an angel reading with me, go to the angelschool.com, where you can find that description link below, as well as join us on Facebook for the daily card messages, which you can find in the description link below as well.